So, 20 years of CNS Media. The business was founded in 2006, where we started in the back bedroom with just me and Nicola. Ev was at Achieve Media, both started around the same time with our agencies. Since grown, about 44 people now, 44 staff. We've got offices in Manchester, Birmingham, head office is still Chesterfield, still the Heartland, where most of the team are. So yeah, been a really, really exciting time.
It's really incredible to think in terms of like when you think from just Andy and Nicola. Yeah, it's an incredible achievement, I think.
CNS was first launched in 2006. The reason the idea came to light was that my background was in press and then radio. I then went into the mobile phone industry where I learned all about the online sector. We learned a hell of a lot about digital marketing. Essentially, wanted to go back to our roots and we moved back to media, and that's how Complete Net Solutions, as it was back then, was launched, with the idea that we could take everything we've learned about online marketing, about the press, the radio, the traditional marketing, and start to deliver that for other clients and deliver the successes that we'd achieved within the mobile phone sector.
I was looking to outsource all of my digital media really. I had a small agency and I needed a specialist to do that. So I was working closely with Andy. We'd be taking him on lots of road trips to various clients, new and existing.
Was that around 2008?
Yeah, around that time. And some of them wild goose chases, but I think Andy loved it deep down, didn't you?
Loved it.
I loved it. And some of them came off, thankfully, but we spent a lot of time together on those road trips. And most importantly, we had really good fun, and it was nice to spend time with someone that's sort of like at the heart, as childish as me, really.
Yes, so the early years, we moved into our first office in Clay Cross. There was lots happening back then. It was a slow build. I think it wasn't until we came together
2017, I think. It was more of a natural progression because, as Andy says, he's already doing a lot of our digital, well, all of our digital. It kind of just happened naturally, really, and that's what kind of felt really good about going in more formally and joining up, really.
I think at that point we moved to our second office. I mean, Tom Charlesworth had been with us quite a long time by then, and Tom's still with us now, obviously. But also in that second office we had Clem, who's still with us, obviously. Jordan, who's now our COO. He came in on a digital kind of account manager role, believe it or not. So Jordan's really progressive, as has Tom, as has Clem. So yeah, these were the early days, but those guys were around. Kurt has always been with us. Kurt was there even back in the old office. So yeah, it's been so nice that so many of the team are still with us and still on the journey.
It's great celebrating 20 years, but to have like two really important people on the board in Tom Charlesworth and Jordan that were very, very early years, and they've earned it from their own right, not from just sticking around. They're really critical to the development of the business and still are, both those characters, as are the other members on the board. But it's nice to have that, and we've got that in across the management team as well. If you look at Clem came in as a digital guy and now heads up Fort the Waffle. Went back to his university roots and what he did at university, which is nice, that he could actually bring those skill sets out. And there's various examples of that, but obviously, like most business growing, you complement that with skills and personalities you haven't got, and we brought outside talent. It's just a nice blend to have, really.
Obviously, Nicola's grown massively with the business, now developed into our finance director, huge skill set, so important to us, and a really important time when we took the decision to onboard Kim and Tom, who came to take over the kind of the sales side of the business and have done an absolutely amazing job. I think most of our growth shows that it's down to people.
Part of the reason CNS has been successful is Andy and I have realised there's times to get people to do roles that would be better than we're doing them, really, if we're honest.
Most
jobs, yeah.
Yeah, so some of the milestones that have shaped CNS, again, you go straight back to the people who've come to the business, who have embraced the CNS ethos. I mean, Fort the Waffle was a really exciting brand that we brought in probably about 3 to 4 years ago now. And again, it was an idea that was created by the team. Fork the Waffle, and we all sat there saying, wow, is that a little bit too edgy, is it a bit too, but actually the response we've had from the market, even brands like Chanel, absolutely loved the brand. They were like, we love it, cut out the crap, cut out the waffle, and that is our ethos. It's about results-driven marketing. So again, these are all milestones and symptomatic of the brand and people we've created, that actually we're being true to ourselves and true to our clients. And on the clients, the clients are big milestones for any agency. You're only as good as your clients, and we tend to like to be part of our clients' marketing team. We like to be an extension where we're really working closely, and I think we're all entrepreneurs, and actually that's how we think of our clients. We think about their businesses.
we're not afraid to get stuck in, spend some investment and be early adopters, because even if it's 1 out of 5, you know, so we had some great failures as well, but I think that's been a key part of shaping is embracing stuff from the early adopters, and most of it the team have come up with really and got into.
Our core strapline is to be the best, and that is for our clients, for our team, but also our suppliers. And our suppliers have been a massive part of this journey. We have great supplier relationships.
Some of them great because we were friends from a long time ago, that some of them that I knew, but actually some of them have just become friends because actually we didn't treat them as, well, you know, we client, you supplier. You know, we worked really together with them. You know, it can sound cheesy, but we were fair with them. We tried to help them out when they needed things. They certainly helped. So you get a lot of goodwill along the way, really. So all of that does keep coming back to the team, because if you get that right, you're going to treat suppliers well and be fair with those. Your clients are going to be happy.
Favourite memories for CNS? I've got a good one. Ev's going to hate this, but I've got a great photo of Ev driving a London bus. And yes, I think we'd celebrated something, I can't remember what, but it was very, very entertaining. We managed to get him sat in the driver's seat on a red London bus. That was good fun. Yeah, we might not publish that one, might not put that out there.
I forgot about that one. No, that's symptomatic of a lot of really good fun that we've had, you know, from the really early years when I think there was 6 or 7, 8 staff, something like that.
Yeah.
Where you live and breathe it together. But when you win that first big multi-million client, it was a real favourite.
Yeah.
We'd done it together as a team, you know, quite a small team as well. It was within the first year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And it was a real coup do you know, there's nothing better than winning something together. It was great, we brought some clients together and we still had a long way to go. But when you win that first big multi-million sort of client, you sort of think, wow, there's something it's that shared experience. And the whole team as well, in terms of it was all hands to the pump to pitch and deliver it, and whilst we caught up with getting more people on board, really, wasn't it, all the time?
It's just been exciting. The whole journey is exciting. The growth, to witness it happening. Don't get me wrong, some of it's stressful, but actually a lot of it's been really exciting. And because it's been consistent growth, it's not just through luck. It's through good judgment and planning and understanding what the business needs.
Also, well, my favourite actually is actually moving into here. When we took the plunge and took this place that, I don't know, is it 3-4 times bigger than the last one? And you know,
At least, yeah.
Probably 5-6, but actually it was just a shell, and we actually decided to go for it. You know, it was like literally, let's build a kitchen, because it was just a huge big space. Build a kitchen, put loads of, let's get some glass offices in, do it really, let's make it media a really nice environment.
One of the big strengths of CS is something we've already covered, and that is how entrepreneurial we are. It's understanding the clients, understanding their business, and really wanting to work with them and grow their businesses. I remember in the early days that I used to sit looking at client results over the weekend, and I'd be getting excited watching the sales coming in, looking at the orders coming in, and thinking, wow. And I was first on the phone on a Monday. I don't think they even knew they had the orders, but that was the passion, that's the ethos, and I think you've got to carry that through, because that's got to excite you.
Really understanding the client's customers is really key. So, you know, there are agencies that do that, there are agencies that try to do that, but actually what we've tried to do is really keep ahead of the game with what's out there to help you do it in media, because it's always becomes apparent what there is in digital, isn't there, to plan really targeted if you want to, or a bit broader if that's the audience. But in media, it's only in recent years where it's become the thing to say, well, let's target and reduce wastage like you do in digital. You know, how do we optimise so you don't waste too much money?
Any business that's successful, I always say, if you've got a model where you can turn the tap on and you can generate business, you're in control. And can you leave it on and can you turn it faster? And that's the key. Can we keep turning that tap faster for these clients to generate more business? Because if we can, that means growth. So the better the reporting and the data we can get from the clients, the better the success is. And that's how we kind of monitor and track right across all the different data sets to understand exactly what is working.
Where we are now, we're in a really strong position where we're fast approaching 50 people, nearly.
Yep.
And we've got some really strong process structure. We've got some great line managers in to support the team. We've just started the process of getting a new managing director in as well, fresh pair of eyes. So I think it will kind of come over time, won't it? Really?
Yeah, I think the exciting thing is growth will come. There's no two ways about it, and we keep growing. And sometimes we want to slow down, but that's impossible, because you can't. You have to keep moving forwards. And I think we've now created the framework that allows us to grow. The future's bright. The future's CNS.
Yeah. Oh, you got it.